I'm here today with you again. It's Tammy Senior time with the midwife. One thing I also talk about is there is diarrhea. Anything that goes in, you see, we advise that from the first day of birth till 6 months, babies are supposed to be on only breast milk. That is exclusive breastfeeding. The idea behind is that yellowish color of breast milk that comes within the, let's say some comes the first 3 days, is very essential for the baby. It gives the baby it boosts the baby's immune system. So when you find out that after all those things the baby is having diarrhea, please avoid over-the-counter medications. Just take the baby to see a pediatrician or your midwife for a proper assessment and treatment, which will be the best solution for your baby. Maybe the baby is bleeding from any of the orifices. It's not normal. It's a danger sign. You need to take your baby back to your facility. The baby's eye is swollen, or the eye, there are some pus, or there are some discharges. You need to see a doctor or a midwife. The umbilical cord, the umbilical clamp, the cord clamp, it's intact. It's not open, but you can see that there is a pus or there is bleeding. You need to take the baby back to the facility for proper assessment and treatment. There is cold, there is fever, any other thing at all. I first of all talked about the yellowish discoloration of the skin, which is jaundice. It may be that it will not be present during birth and later on it surfaces. When you see that the baby's skin, the eyes, the lips, the hands, soles of the feet, you can see that the chin, the face itself is yellowish. You need to see your pediatrician, your midwife, for them to take immediate action for your baby, because jaundice is a very serious condition. There are skin rashes. Some are very serious, pemphigus. Some will not report to the facility on time. You see that the baby's skin is so damaged to the extent that you can't even hold any part of this baby. Please, our mothers, we are begging, if you find out that there is any rash at all on your newborn baby, time with the midwife, we are advising that you see a midwife. One thing I also talk about, which is last but not the least, is when you notice that the baby is crying continuously. Okay, the baby is crying continuously, or let's say that the crying is not coming out as audible as enough. The crying is very weak. I advise that you see a pediatrician with a child. There may be something wrong with him or her. And the last thing I'll talk about is you find out that the joints are swollen or the limbs are swollen. I will advise that you see a specialized caregiver for them to attend to your child on time. I'm talking about all these things so that you will get there on time. Delayance may lead to something disastrous or a complication in your child. So we discussing all this issue is for you to have a fair idea that in any situation you need to report to your health caregivers on time to save the baby and the mother. Time with a midwife, we talk about a safe mother and a safe baby. Thank you. Meet you same time next week.